it was obvious that they really did care and they really wanted to help. And they did.
They turned a negative experience into a positive experience.
It really made us feel comfortable and took the whole burden of the legalities off of us.
I felt like I got better treatment than I would have on my own. I felt that the whole mess that goes with a lawsuit I didn't have to deal with. He handled that for me. And at the end of the day, I believe I came out with a better physical situation for me because of the treatment that I got. Through the discussions that he was having with the insurance companies, he was able to get me more than I would have on my own. There's no question about that.
He just picked it up, went with it, and did an excellent job.
The whole process felt like I had somebody that was right there with me, walking me through, caring about me as a person, making sure that my health and well-being was the most important thing.
All of the bills and the materials came to Jay Fuller's office. We did not have to deal with anything, and it was a relief because that way I could concentrate on seeing that he was getting healed.
They really made it as positive as it could be.
We're really blessed to have such a good outcome and a good, end to that story.
Hello, I'm Jay Fuller. Right now you probably have a lot of questions. You're concerned about your injuries, your lost wages, your medical bills, your family, and your future. So let's talk about your rights. Because if you know your rights, the law can provide something extremely important: compensation for your injuries.
If you've been injured in an accident, you probably have a lot of worries on your mind. The medical bills are piling up. Maybe you don't have a paycheck coming in because you can't work. And how about getting your car fixed or replaced? And what are you going to do for transportation in the meantime? Here at Fuller & Fuller, we are experienced personal injury attorneys, and we're very accustomed to dealing with all of these worries. We can concentrate on those issues so you can concentrate on getting well. First, let's talk about the medical bills. You'd think it would be very simple, right? He hit me, he was at fault, he should pay my medical bills. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Generally speaking, the insurance company will not pay any of your medical bills until you are completely ready to close your claim. That's right, they won't even pay so much as your emergency room bill, unless you sign a paper saying you give up all your other rights to bring a claim.
Right after the accident, the insurance company called me maybe 2 or 3 days later to ask me a few questions, and then they told me they would send me some paperwork in the mail, and if I sign it, they'll have a check for $1,200 in the mail within a week. And I didn't feel that that was, really appropriate compensation for everything that I had been through. That wouldn't even have been enough to pay for the MRI that I needed. So then I would have been on my own for the whole process. And once you sign the paper, then it's too late to really go back.
I believe they actually helped me maneuver through that whole medical maze. There were some services I know that Jay, through his letter writing, his attorney letters to them, opened the doors for me to go get the treatment, that they're like, well, we're not going to do that. And with his letter, it happened. And I got the service, and I know he had to deal with insurance companies to pay for certain things, and I didn't have to deal with that, and that was such a blessing for me.
Here at Fuller & Fuller, we concentrate on getting your medical bills paid right away so that your credit rating is not affected. We have resources for dealing with the insurance company and other sources of funding to get your medical bills paid. In fact, we have one full-time staff member whose only job it is to track the medical bills, make sure they get paid, and paid on time. And how about lost income? If you don't have a paycheck coming in because you're unable to work, then you're wondering to yourself, how am I going to pay the rent? How am I going to get food put on the table? Again, the insurance company for the person who hit you is not going to pay you any lost income until your claim is completely over. What are you going to live on in the meantime? Here at Fuller & Fuller, we concentrate on getting you the income loss benefits that you need right away. We can also help you get reimbursed for benefits that you lost. Did you have to take sick time? Did you lose vacation time? Maybe you missed overtime or the opportunity for a bonus. We can work on assembling the proof that we need to submit to get you reimbursed for those benefits.
You may also have the right to be compensated for day-to-day activities that you can no longer perform. You know, when you get injured, you begin to realize how much you do on a daily basis, such as taking care of your family, keeping up with housework, and even fun things in your life are affected, such as taking your dog out for its daily walk, shopping, jogging, biking, and how about even having the energy to tidy up the house so that you can have company over? All these things are important, and they're an important part of your claim. From the very first time you meet with us, your attorney will help call your attention to things that you might not even think about and help you gather evidence so that we can present the most complete picture of how an accident has affected your life.
Let's talk about pain. How do you put a number on pain? Maybe you were in bed for weeks after the accident. Maybe it hurt every time you got up. At work, were you in pain after a few hours at the computer? At night when you got home, were you in so much pain that you just had to take your medicine and go to bed? How do you put a number on pain? An experienced injury attorney can help you. We know the system, and we know how to present the evidence to the insurance company that will make sure that they put a proper number on your pain. I've had a lot of people ask me, if I'm dealing with my own insurance company, why do I need a lawyer? Aren't they on my side? The answer is no, they usually are not on your side.
I had at my insurance company for the same insurance company for maybe 20 years. This was when I really needed them, and they didn't seem to have my best interest in mind at all.
Whether you're dealing with your own insurance company or the other insurance company, there are important questions that an attorney can help you with. For example, has the claims adjuster sent you a packet of forms to sign and return? Are they really entitled to all of that personal information about you? Is this something you must sign or should sign? An attorney can go over the forms with you and help you decide what forms should be signed and which ones you should not sign. The same is true about giving a recorded statement to the insurance companies. Are they entitled to ask all of those personal questions? An attorney can help you decide whether to give a statement and what the content of the statement should be.
There are many important deadlines in every injury claim. If you accidentally miss one, you could have no case at all. We will keep track of all the critical dates and make sure that no mistakes are made.
It's pretty complex, and if you don't know how to maneuver through that, it can eat you up. And I didn't have to deal with that. Jay and his law firm dealt with that, and that was just a big burden off of me.
I was so consumed with her health, I didn't have time to worry about the legalities, and Fuller & Fuller took care of all of that for us.
Being an ex-military person, we stress attention to details because it's so important in the military, and they seem to be paying attention to all the little details, not just me as a client, but all the details of my personal well-being.
Let me talk about an issue that's probably of great concern to you right now, and that is legal fees. If you're losing sleep over medical bills, if your paycheck isn't coming in, the last thing that you need is another bill. That's why at Fuller & Fuller, we don't charge any legal fees up front. There's no down payment, there are no monthly payments. We are paid strictly at the end and only out of the amounts that we are able to recover for you.
it wasn't a stress about, okay, well, we have this attorney we have to pay for, and you know, we have all these medical bills that are, you know, piling up. It was, she would ask us, do you have gas money to get to Brianna's appointment in Seattle? And if we didn't, she would take care of it.
We were very happy with the settlement that Brianna received, and thanks to that, I mean, she's going to have money to go to college and things that she wouldn't have had we not had Fuller and Fuller.
Here at Fuller and Fuller, we have been protecting people who have been injured in accidents for generations. Our firm was founded in 1972 by my parents, husband and wife, both lawyers, Herb and Carol Fuller. My brother, my sister, and I all went to law school and joined the firm. My sister-in-law, Leonore, is also an attorney with our firm. We're all family here, and we treat you like family. We have earned the trust of thousands of people in the community whom we have helped after they've been injured. We'd welcome the opportunity to earn your trust as well.
I was doing what I could do best, and that was recover. And I wasn't stressed out. I trusted that what he was doing was looking out for my interest, and his job was to give me that time to restore and take care of all those hospitals and insurance and questionnaires and documentation they were asking. He was taking care of that for me, and that I can't imagine having had that all on my shoulders. It would have impacted my health.
I got a better settlement than what I really expected. It's a family firm, and they actually treated me like a member of the family.
Because we had no idea about what to do or who to call, and they just came in and took over all of that, and it was just such a relief. They were just like family.
We knew that we were in good hands, and I think that really proved itself.
I've had other attorneys as well. The Fuller team is one that you just feel welcomed when you walk in, and the way they talk with you to get your information to see if they're going to serve you or not, see if they're going to be your attorney, is handled with the utmost respect. And you know they're listening because of the questions they ask you, and then the counsel that they give you at the end. So the Fuller team is a notch up.
It makes you feel good that you know somebody's going to take good care of you.
If you've been injured in an accident, please contact us by phone or email. Don't delay. Our family would welcome the opportunity to serve you. Thank you.